Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
It's a coffee talk.
I literally got lightheaded. Literally.
Literally. Tell you.
I think of, what is it, Parks and Recreations? Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
He always says literally.
Literally. It was literally the fastest I've ever run.
So good. I just want to talk about one thing today that...
Sick of hearing all the blabber.
Sick of hearing all the blabber.
So one thing's good.
Just one thing. That's it.
No.
But it's just being kind to others. And I know it's...
Wow. I was just mean to you.
You were, Mr. Craig.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. But there was a situation that happened with one of our teleteam. And I mean, this even happened in our agency. It happened with the teledudes. Every once in a while, it seems like an agent will kind of take out their frustration on their telemarketer or team member with another team member. And we're all working as a team and we all help each other out. And when everybody's being kind to each other, people want to help you. Mm-hmm. When this happened in the office with an agent and a telemarketer, I think that there's a little bit of a disconnect sometime when there are separate teams that are not sitting right next to each other, because you can kind of say stuff over text or something like that that might shift someone's mood. Mm-hmm. And if you all working as a team and you know that, hey, getting you quotes is going to net you more sales, but you kind of piss off someone that's helping you get more sales, well, then they're less motivated to work for you. And you can take this outside of the agency too. Yeah. I mean, this is just like a mantra. Like if you're kind and you do stuff for everybody, everybody's going to help you out. I have a friend that used to always say that all this bad stuff always happens to him. Mm-hmm. Well, he's saying that bad stuff always happens to him. So that's one of the reasons why. But he creates it. He created it because he was so negative and just saying bad stuff all the time to everyone. So people would respond poorly to him. Mm-hmm. And he would take the responding poorly as just people are just responding poorly to him.
People suck. And then because people suck, he treats them poorly. It's the cycle.
It's the worst cycle.
The negativity cycle.
Yeah. And so I would super encourage everybody to think about it and really I think every day we just need to go above and beyond for each other.
Yeah.
And not to do it to get a great response back, but to do it as a practice, and you will get a great response back.
Yeah, it'll come back. And just doing some kind thing. Yeah. Random acts of kindness. There's the bumper sticker for a reason.
Yep. And I think it's easy sometimes with the teleteam that's not in the office with you to kind of dehumanize them. And that really makes me sad. And I get angry at those that do that, because it's like, dude, these are people. It's kind of
they're working all night long, right through the night. They have kids. A lot of them aren't married and have kids, and it's a tough situation. And now with with the Rona over there, they can't even leave the house.
Right. It's crazy.
So we launched it at a good time last year, right? We actually have created a lot of opportunity, and we pay them more, which is than they would make anywhere else.
Right.
And so I think it's really cool that we're doing that, and we need to make sure that that everybody that has them takes good care of them.
Totally. Yeah. And I think that, you can even say, how people use barriers as an excuse to be able to kind of let loose a little bit more with lashing out. I mean, you see it on the phone all the time, right? Yeah. Or in emails on the internet, reviews in the internet.
How about the comment sections of an article?
Yeah, exactly. So people, the further removed it is, the easier it is for us to lash out and it be okay, but it's not okay.
No. And the more that you do that, I think the greater of a scarcity mindset you have, and just things don't go right.
It creates negativity.
I have a challenge.
Ooh.
And this is due 1 week from today.
Okay.
and I'm going to do it. Will you do it?
I will do.
And you don't even know what it is.
Maybe I won't. I don't know.
So you have to do one random act of kindness and you have to tell it back. So you you go to Starbucks and buy coffee for the person in back of you or the person in front of you, and you can't gauge it and say, well, are they going to be $40? Are they going to be $3? Just get it.
Okay.
Or whatever. Pay for somebody's, who knows? Do something nice where you otherwise may have not done anything or may have responded poorly.
Right.
Because you got to bring awareness to it first. You know, like somebody cuts you off and like this. I used to get super pissed off driving. And I noticed my wife does still. I don't. I'm like, what does it matter? Right? If somebody cuts me off, maybe
they're going to.
It's going to happen. Maybe they're in a hurry. But it doesn't mean that they're a jerk. It's just like, whatever. That happened right then. Big deal.
My mom's going to kill me because she sometimes listens to this. But
oh, no.
I maybe shouldn't have said my mom.
You mean you're a friend of yours.
But she got upset because a company did something that trash man did something and let some animals out of her backyard, right? And so she called them to let them know because she was worried about other people. Hey, man, you let these animals out, people can get hurt and stuff,
What,
right?
Does she have lions or something?
She has a couple horses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the horses got out. And so she was concerned about, dude, if a car runs into a horse, it's
like hitting a car.
Yeah, it's like hitting a car. So she was worried about them. And the person on the phone, do you think they cared?
No.
So the person on the phone was pretty funny. They're like, so do you want to file a complaint or not? Like it was just A or B. Because to them, they're showing up to work. They hear crap all the time on the phone.
Yeah.
And they're just like A or B. And my mom was like, well, it doesn't seem like you care. And it's like, of course, like that person doesn't care. Because that person's kind of in robot mode. You can't expect everybody to care. But nobody, it's...
You can't expect them to care, and you can't control whether they care or not, but you can be empathetic in that situation.
I almost avoid doing that for myself on bad experiences because it's like, it's not going to get to the people that it needs to. It's a waste of my time. Mm-hmm. So I generally don't do that because I don't want to get irritated because I know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the expectation going into it. With driving, you know people are going to cut you off. You just expect it. It's no big deal. Somebody's probably late getting home and their wife's going to yell.
Or they'll honk at you and you didn't do anything, but they're just pissed because somebody yelled at them. And I was going to say because their wife yelled at them, but that's just because it's my experience so often. Not everybody else's and not all the wives. Oh. And I put myself in that situation. So it's not her, it's me. See? I'll take responsibility. But
it's so good.
You know, at the end of the day, you can create a ripple effect through being kind, or you can just create the downward spiral for somebody else by meeting them. If somebody comes at you, I mean, just go the other way. It's not worth it.
Right.
Know? Or just say, hey, it sounds like you're having a bad day.
That'll go over well. Try that on your wife.
No, I tried something else last week, which I can't talk about, but that didn't work. That didn't work out well.
Okay, so
it's a constant learning, though.
One random act of kindness
this is your homework
this week.
And if you email us with that, you can send a message to dudes@theidudes.com.
Dudes.
It'll go to both of us. If you send us that, first 5 will get a Dudes t-shirt or a dudette.
Or dudette.
And I bet you we'll be sending all dudette shirts out because the dudettes are much nicer.
Except.
No, that's me.
That's a coffee
It's a coffee talk.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes, it's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Greg, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right.